Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Felicity. I'm here to just provide value to the world and in hopes that I can help someone out and make their life just a little bit better. Today I will be sharing with you guys 10 things I've learned throughout life that I feel that are valuable enough to share. So let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so for the first thing, enjoy every moment you have. Enjoy dinners with family and friends, enjoy going to school, whatever grade you're in, middle, high school, college. Just enjoy and live through every single moment because before you know it, that moment will be gone and you'll be looking back and it will be 5 years into the future and you're just like, wow, I can't believe that was 5 years ago. It feels like yesterday. The second thing that I felt valuable enough to share was people will come and go whether you want them to or not in your life. And it's a sad thing to realize because when you're growing up, like I had a bunch of friends in high school and over time people just start to fall off, and it's not because they don't like you or because something happened between you two. It just happens, and it's just because you guys get older, you guys go your separate ways, and maybe life will reconnect you guys at one point, but they were in your life for that period of time for that specific reason, and if they fall off, just let it go. I used to get so caught up in this idea where I was like, oh my gosh, they don't like me anymore, or I was super sad because going from having so many friends to only having a few to maybe even a handful, it's hard. Because you think that there's something wrong with you, but there's really not. It's just people start to go down their own path, just kind of like when the seasons change and leaves fall off trees. Think of your friends as like leaves, and some will fall sooner than others, and it's okay. Just, it's not you, it's not them, it's just life. Number 3 is follow your gut or your intuition. I had a lot of moments growing up where you have this moment where you're like, no, I feel this sort of way, even though everyone is telling you the opposite, and you really have to follow your gut because your gut is right. Don't listen to what everybody else says. It's also your life, so just do what you want. Obviously, don't harm other people or don't hurt yourself, but if there's something that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, don't do it. Follow your intuition. It's telling you something. Your gut tells you something. Just be connected to it. Don't ever lose that. Number 4, sorry if I'm looking down, I have them right here. Always act with good intentions. What you put out to the world will give back to you. I learned this the hard way. I've always tried to put out the best, but when I was growing up, obviously you have to live and learn, and some decisions of mine were not the best. I'm going to be honest, everyone's human. We don't always make the best decision in things, but always act with good intentions because that good will come back to you. Even if it's not in that moment, it will later down the road. I promise you on that one. Life is funny sometimes in that way, but even if you don't realize it then and there, always be good, put out good to the world, and I promise it will come right back around to you. Number 5, we're halfway there, is follow through with every single goal you set for yourself. It's really important when you set a goal for yourself that you actually thoroughly go through it and accomplish it, no matter how big the goal is. If that goal is way too big, break it down into smaller goals and just achieve those smaller goals, and soon you'll reach that bigger goal. Follow through with everything that you set your heart and your mind to, and you'll be able to achieve it without a doubt. Number 6, hold your standards high. You have to hold high standards for everybody around you and the people that you allow into your life. When you start lowering your standards for the people that you let into your life, they start to break you down. So if you have a goal and a mindset that you're going to achieve a specific thing, when you start to surround yourself with people that don't have that same mindset and that same goal, whatever that may be, they start to drag you off of the path that you're trying to set for yourself, and it's just going to set you back 10 steps. Even in the moment, they seem like a good companion to have, or if you've known them for a long time. I've been in that situation too, where you've known them for a long time. It's really hard to like kind of let them go. I promise you that later down the line, 5-10 years, when you look back and you're like, I'm glad that I didn't allow this person come into my life, or I let this person go. You're going to be so much farther than you were if you were to hold on to that person or let them into your life. So keep your standards high. Don't allow people to come into your life that don't match your standards, because there's a million other people that will match your standards, and they respectively should have that place in your life rather than someone else who doesn't. Number 7, live for yourself and not for others. You have to visualize what you want to do in life, because it's your life. It's not anybody else's life. They have their own life. They'll do what they want. You have to do what you want. If you don't live for yourself, you're never going to be happy, and you're never going to achieve what you want in life. You're never going to be fulfilled with who you are, because you're always living for other people rather than for yourself. It is super important to live for yourself. Do what you want to do as long as it's not harming anybody else. Live for yourself, do what's right, and be passionate about every single thing you do. Number 8. This is another one that is hard for me personally, but number 8 is your feelings are valid. No matter what you feel, if you're sad over something, if you're angry over something, if you're happy about something, whatever the case may be. I have a lot of moments where I'm upset over something and I'm like, wow, this is really stupid for me to be upset over, but I have to take a step back and I have to think, no, there's a reason why I'm upset, and there's a reason why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. I have to kind of uncover the reason why I'm feeling what I'm feeling and understand it, because the feeling that I'm having is not stupid, it's not silly, it's not wrong, it is valid, and you just have to understand why you're feeling what you're feeling. If you do think it is kind of silly in that moment to feel a certain way, I'm going to be even more open book. I have this a lot with my relationship, and it's because my past relationships, I had certain things happen to me. It's still kind of sticking with me to this day, even though I don't want it to, and I've worked through it a bunch of different times in my head. It just, my feelings and my brain still feel a certain way, and that's okay. And thankfully I'm with someone that understands and is happy to work through these feelings with me. It's just, in the moment, I have to learn that those feelings that I'm having are valid, and you should too. There's a reason why you're feeling what you're feeling. It's okay. Number 9, we're almost there. Number 9 is actions speak louder than words. I have dealt with this so much in my life, where someone will tell me something that they're gonna do, they never follow through, then I keep getting my hopes up and they keep breaking it down. Anybody could say anything they want, but if they don't act upon it, then it doesn't matter. And this is true for yourself as well. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You have to follow through with what you're gonna say you're gonna do, just as someone else should follow through what they said they were gonna do. Again, it's kind of like holding your standards high. You have to hold your standards high for someone else and for yourself, is showing what they're actually willing to put in to either a relationship, into a job, whatever the case may be. You really have to watch rather than just listen. And number 10, there is so much more to life than you can even realize. There is an entire world out there. There is so many people, so many cultures, so many ideas and places. It's unimaginable. I've only been to a handful, and there is so much more of the world I want to explore. Even though I'm realizing there's a lot out there, there's even more that I have no idea about, and it's just baffling. Like, if you look up online just different places in the world that you could visit, you're so small in comparison to so many other things, and there's so much for you to experience. And this kind of plays into life is worth living. In the moment, you might feel down, you might feel the world is crashing on you, but in that moment you have to realize there is so much more to life. That one moment should not break you down over the long run. It's not going to affect you in 5-10 years. Things happen, we all go through hard times in life, that's just how life is, but you have to think to yourself, there's so much more to life, and there's so much more in the world, and just try to imagine all the things you have yet to experience, all the happy moments that you're going to have in your future. But just keep that in mind when you're in those hard moments or those hard times, because again, there's just so much more to life than you can even imagine. But those are the 10 things that I deem valuable to share. There's a million other things, so if you want me to recreate another video with different things, give me a thumbs up. Or leave me a comment down below if you have any video ideas for me. I do come out with a new video every single Thursday. To stay updated on everything, hit that subscribe button and then click that little notification bell so that you never miss an update. I will see you guys next Thursday.